Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is August 4th. I kept wanting to say July 4th earlier, but I want to go back a month for sure.
Flew by.
Lisa, Lydia, Scott here on our Finally Friday. I want to remind you, of course, we're live every weekday morning right here on Facebook. You can find us on your feed anytime after that. We also make this into a podcast, so you can find us anywhere you find your podcast, but the easy way to find it, inform.com/podcast, and look for the Inform Minute. We're also live on our Inform YouTube channel as well. And we have lots to talk about with Lydia today. We could actually just give it to Lydia.
You guys want to sit down?
Yeah, sit down, go home
good to
early.
me.
So lots to talk about. I want to start though with the wildfire smoke is back.
Okay, so cold front moved in late last night, early this morning, whatever way you want to look at it. And it was a really weak cold front, so it didn't bring in, a big outbreak of thunderstorms. Our temperatures are still going to be near 90 today, so it didn't bring in this big push of colder air. But it was enough to send some of that cooler air down closer to the surface. And our upper levels of the atmosphere are filled with wildfire smoke right now. And so that brought some of that down closer to the ground. I could smell it when I got out of my car this morning, and I thought maybe I was a little crazy, but then Drew agreed with me that he smelled it too. And then when I got in the building and I looked at air quality, I was like, oh yeah,
makes sense.
It was smoke. Yeah, put two and two together there. And so we do have some of this wildfire smoke. Our air quality right now in Fargo and Grand Forks is actually down to that orange category or sensitive. So it kind of got worse as the morning went on, that air quality did. A little hard to see in some spots with that haze, kind of that milky look to the sky. That should thin out as the day goes on. Our wind kind of changed around to more of an east-southeasterly direction, so that should help to disperse some of that. Also with this same cold front, humidity is going to drop off today. Praise be.
Yes.
It's been kind of oppressive the past few days.
Yeah.
I like it hot, but I don't like the humidity.
Humidity is just
It's what gets you.
icky. Yeah, I was outside for a couple seconds yesterday afternoon, and I was like, I am sweating right now. It is sweaty outside. So humidity will drop off today. It was still a little muggy this morning, but that will also decline as the day goes on. Still hot though. I don't want you to think that it's going to be a cool, comfortable day. We're still forecasting 90, but it should just feel like 90 instead of feeling like 100 because of the humidity.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's a step in the right direction. Increasing clouds today, that's something you'll notice. It was pretty sunny the past couple of days, so increasing clouds today, and that's ahead of this big low pressure system that's bringing us some much needed rain. Not everywhere is going to get rain though, so it's kind of a scattered about situation. Most of the rain is actually going to stay down in South Dakota. You're going to South Dakota this weekend, right?
Yeah, I had golf plans Saturday. I might have to change them.
Yeah.
So.
I have a wedding in Watertown on Saturday, so I am going to pack the umbrella because I'm going to do my hair, my makeup, and the whole thing. And yeah. So anyways, most of the rain is going to stay down in South Dakota. We're going to get brushed with some of these showers. I do think thunder activity is possible. Shouldn't have any big thunderstorms. Shouldn't get any big hail or damaging wind, but some noise, some thunder, some lightning. And then I'm a little concerned about downpours, and only because our ground is so dry that it almost acts as cement. And so when that rain hits it, and a lot of it in a short amount of time, it can't soak up that moisture quickly. And so flash flooding might become a localized concern for tomorrow in spots. I wouldn't call it a big widespread concern, but if you're seeing water rushing over a gravel road, I wouldn't test it. That easily gets washed away. So something to be aware of tomorrow. I would expect rain at WE Fest tomorrow. Not tonight. Tonight's going to be fine. Tomorrow could see some of that rain out at WE Fest.
Okay.
And then 70s for the weekend and lots of 70s for next week. I think I covered everything. Drought monitor got a little worse. That did come out yesterday. It comes out on Thursdays. We haven't seen much rain, obviously. That's not a secret. We need rain. So drought monitor did get a little worse, especially up at the international border. Some of those spots have now moved into a severe drought. Langdon, about the Devils Lake area, back toward Minot. Unfortunately, those are the areas that won't get as much rain this weekend. Of course, right. Yeah, it's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that
That
covered
is a
all
lot.
of the things.
Lots going on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Keeping you busy.
Okay,
this
pop
morning.
quiz.
Did you take notes?
What did
Yeah.
Lydia say?
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
All right, well, we have some breaking news to share with you this morning. We're tracking for you out of Grand Forks, an apartment fire on UND's campus overnight left several people without housing. Crews were on scene around 10:40 last night, and when they got there, they found smoke coming out of that two-story apartment. There were 8 units inside. They tell us that the fire started in the kitchen area of one of the units. Crews were able to put out the fire, but there was still smoke and fire damage to the complex. And of course, fire forced everyone out, all 8 units. People were left without a place to stay overnight, but we're hearing UND housing has helped find at least temporary housing for right now. No one was hurt. The fire has been deemed accidental.
Second breaking news story we're covering this morning is a train derailment that happened in Minnesota in Otter Tail County, just southwest or southeast of Frazee. The sheriff's office there says nobody is hurt and there is no threat to the public, but that cleanup effort is underway right now, which has closed a few of the train crossings in that area along Highway 10. The sheriff's office says they got the call about the derailment involving BNSF Railway just before midnight last night. Now, the site we're talking about is on the east side of Highway 10 near the intersection with County Highway 60 in Gorman Township. We asked for the number of train cars involved and what exactly they were carrying, if it was hazardous materials or anything like that. The dispatcher that we talked to said that information is not available right now, but we will get that to you as soon as we know more on that situation. What we do know right now is 2 crossings are closed this morning. Those are at Highway 60 and 475th Street.
This morning, police are looking for 2 men involved in a home invasion. Grand Forks police have now issued arrest warrants for David Whitlow Jr. and Michael Landvik. They're wanted on several felony charges, including burglary, robbery, and terrorizing. Now, we've learned a lot. This all stems from something that happened on July 7th. Court records obtained by WDAY News say Whitlow and Landvik entered that home. A man and woman were inside watching TV. Whitlow is accused of pointing a gun at the man and asking for a person named Eric. Apparently, the man told them Eric was his roommate. Whitlow and Landvik told the pair not to call police. They took their phones, they took their shoes. The man and woman were able to get out of the home and call 911 using the man's smartwatch.
Scary situation for those folks. All right, Governor Doug Burgum says he's taking a break from the presidential campaign trail to visit the U.S.-Mexico border. That's where he sent more than 200 North Dakota National Guard members earlier this year. They are currently deployed there, helping secure the border. Burgum's going to meet with those guardsmen and women who started their mission earlier this week, actually. It's a 30-day mission that they're on. The group he deployed is based out of Wapaton. He's also meeting part of a regiment that was deployed on federal orders. And then in October, more servicemen and women out of Jamestown are going to be deployed to the border. They're going to end up being there for about a year or so.
We talked about this already a little bit. Day 2 of We Fest kicks off today. A lot of people out at Sioux Pass Ranch. I'm hearing rave reviews about Morgan Wallen
As
last
expected.
night. Yeah.
What a performer.
Some people are even saying they think it could be record numbers.
Really?
This is just like Facebook, but like some of the friends that I have in radio are like, it was so many people there. And already every year you expect tens of thousands of people. So again tonight, some big names. Travis Tritt will be on stage at 6, Brothers Osborne at 8:15, and Brad Paisley is the headliner, taking the stage at 10:30 tonight.
Might get a little mud on the tires if it gets rain in Detroit Lakes.
I see what you did there.
If you don't know, it's a song. All right, but apparently not all the concert goers from last night are too happy. They're demanding some answers over some controversy. Apparently there have been hundreds of comments left on the festival's Facebook page since last night. They're saying some campgrounds were oversold, cashless kiosk machines and ATMs were not connecting to Wi-Fi, causing issues. Also comments complaining about lines taking hours to get through. Some people even say hundreds of people got let into the venue for free, or at least let into areas that they did not pay for. So we're trying to get answers on all this morning for you. We have reached out to WeFest organizers to see what exactly is all true here, and then what things they're doing to resolve those issues today.
On the upside, this is kind of cool. Something that's happening at WeFest today. If you do plan on going, plan your outfit to be blue, because they're asking everyone to wear blue. They're holding an event called Paint WeFest Blue. It's supporting the Fargo Police Department and everyone involved in that tragic shooting that happened on July 14th. Purchases at WeFest today can be rounded up to support Soldier 6, which we have reported on WDAY is the organization that Officer Jake Wallin, the officer who was shot and killed in that shooting, his family's asking for donations to go to that organization. So that helps pair K-9s with military service members and first responders. But several events happening today. Paint WeFest blue, so wear blue and honor everybody who is involved in that.
Prices at the gas pump are skyrocketing once again. Extreme summer heat and higher crude oil costs have apparently driven gas prices to their highest level so far this year. According to AAA, the average U.S. cost for a gallon of regular gas just hit $3.83. That is 29 cents more than a month ago. AAA says hot weather has hampered output at oil refineries, which apparently are not built to operate in temperatures above 95 degrees. So in extreme heat, companies actually scale back production for safety and efficiency purposes. Right now in North Dakota, the average price per gallon is $3.72, and then in Minnesota, it is $3.82.
Hot Mike with a Dom Izzo coming up here at 9 to 11, live on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. Today is a big baseball day. The Fargo Little Leaguers are on the diamond this morning in Indianapolis, and Fargo Post 2 is playing tonight in Rapid City. He's going to check in on both teams. Plus, one local football team is moving from 11-man to 9-man this fall. Find out how Sargent County is prepping for the new change.
Good stuff. And remember, you can get a good deal for Inform.com right now for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. You can get an all-access pass to our website, Inform.com. Just visit Inform.com/subscribe to get that deal.
Our next newscast coming up at 11 this morning. Of course, tracking that rain that's pushing into our area for the weekend. You can get the very latest weekend forecast as well. And then this afternoon, we have you covered 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And of course, First News Weekend. And we'll be back Monday morning from 5 to 7.
All right, folks, have a good weekend. Stay safe.